fans, and welcome to a bonus episode of How Good is Rugby League. Emmanuel Penklis here, joined by Michael Corbin. Michael, long time no see.
It has been a while, Emmanuel. No
Origin
wardrobe change for this podcast.
No wardrobe change. I am absolutely petrified to do this because we're going to name 17 players, and on current rate, 17 for each team. On current rate, about 3 of them are probably going to get injured this week.
Yeah, it's kind of been the running joke that if you name someone, they're going to get injured. It's definitely been Gus's running joke on 100% footy that we keep boxing all the players that are supposed to be named, but we have to name 17. I've actually got 18.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that.
It's tough.
Who you got first? Who are you going to go with?
Let's do New South Wales backline, New South Wales forward pack.
Yep.
And then bench, and then we'll go Queensland backline, Queensland forward pack, Queensland bench.
Okay.
Like that.
Blues backline.
Yep.
1 to 7.
Who you got at the 1 jersey?
Teddy.
Wow, so do I.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that the reason is one, there's no Cleary combination.
That's it.
I think it's a big thing. Also, there'd be a lack of captain. I think
that's the other thing I thought. That just, I think Yo would probably be captain just by default with Murray out. But the thing that concerned me, Mike, was that Nico and Edwards is just too much. And given the rest of my team, there's too much leadership lacking in the spine. So I think Teddy had to stay in, and partly because Cleary's not there. So I didn't see the combination with Edwards as being necessary.
Yep, I'm the exact same. Really unfortunate for Dylan Edwards, who has done everything he can to deserve this jersey.
Yeah,
it's just that things have fallen, unfortunately, for him.
I actually can't believe I said it, but not having Cleary actually made me think Tedesco had to be there.
Yeah, I genuinely think the captaincy issue is a problem.
Yeah,
we need a leader on this team and someone who has been there. He's our most cap person, other than Isaiah Yo.
Yeah,
right. But yeah, I just think that if you're going to be overhauling the spine a little bit, you need to keep someone there with some leadership qualities.
Yeah, otherwise it's too much inexperience in the spine. Okay, so then on the wings, I've gone Lomax and Toho.
Okay. I have gone Toho, obviously, lock. First player picked on my team.
100%.
And I have gone Joseph Suaalii.
Wow.
Despite his defection to rugby at the end of the year, I think he's been better than Lomax this year.
Yeah.
And I just think that he offers a bit more in kick returning. Lomax is an amazing aerial threat, but I can see that in an Origin game, some of those passes and those errors that can creep into a game, it can really cost you more in an Origin game.
Yeah. Okay, centres, I've gone Crichton, and I've actually gone Latrell. And I'm going to explain to you why I've gone Latrell. So I couldn't believe I picked him, but I just thought that with Queensland lacking Munster, now that's confirmed, Munster is someone that you just don't know what they're going to do, and they can break the game open. And I thought if Queensland doesn't have that and New South Wales can throw in someone that has that, then you've got to pick him. And I was just like, he has to. I really wanted Whiten to come back for this, but it's not going to happen. And I'm kind of like, I don't know. I can't even believe I've done this, but here we are.
So he was my Crichton, obviously second player picked on this team.
Yeah.
The second centre spot, I think, was the hardest decision I had to make.
Yeah.
Do I go Latrell?
Yeah.
Do I go Matt Burton instead of playing Burton in the halves?
Yeah.
Bradman Best was almost a lock.
Yeah.
Coming into this week, got injured. I have decided to go with a club combination.
Oh.
And I've gone with Jesse Ramian.
Interesting.
So that I would have Jesse Ramian, Nico Hines, and Joseph Suaalii on one side.
Yeah.
And then I would have, and I'll preview it now, Burton, Crichton, To'o on the other side.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense. I can't fault your call. Like, Ramian seems to be the one that's featured a lot. But I'm just kind of like, he's not going to be playing fullback He's got a simpler job to do. He's going to have a better team around him. I was like, maybe this is it. I'm also like, if he can do 2 weeks training with Michael Maguire, that can only benefit sound. But it's completely selfless exercise, clearly.
No, look, Latrell has not had a bad Origin game.
Yeah.
When it comes to this arena, he's been amazing. He's been missing from it the last few years.
Yeah.
And we have yet to win a series without him in the last 5 years, I believe.
Yeah.
And could he go out there and do a job at centre and be absolutely damaging?
Yeah.
100%. We saw him do it against the Cowboys last week.
Yeah.
Right? And I seriously considered him.
Yeah.
Just because he is a game breaker. He is a complete and utter, just purely talented football player who is impossible to stop.
Yeah.
So, thought about it, and I'm assuming that if you've gone Latrell, then your 5'8" is...
No, my 5'8" is Luai.
Wow.
And I've got Nico. Yeah,
wow.
I didn't want the combination. I just wanted Latrell to do what he did 5 years ago.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. I understand that. One of my reasons for also thinking maybe Burton in centres was if a half does go down, you've got a backup.
Yeah.
And you can move like an edge to a centre.
I do like that with your team. Even with Suali'i, he has a bit of flexibility to play a few positions. I mean, he's not going to go from centre to wing, but sometimes it just helps to have a bit of versatility.
Lomax could also play centre.
Well, that's it. But anyway, so that's my 7.
Okay. So, we've both gone Hines. I think Hines is basically locked up this jersey.
Yes.
Barring injury.
Yeah. I think the Queensland 7, back 7, other than the 5'8", probably just should be pretty straightforward here.
Is it?
Well, I thought it would be. So I've got Walsh on the wing, at fullback, sorry. I've got Coates and Cobbo on the wings. I've got the Holmes and the Hammer in the centres.
I've also gone that.
Yeah.
But Valentine Holmes has not been in good form.
No, but this is Origin. It's like Gagai.
But they dropped Gagai and look what happened.
Yeah.
Right? So I've gone that as well, but I strongly considered Cobbo centres, Tuolangi wing.
Yeah.
But ended up with the back line that was there last year.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, in the halves, I've gone DCE 7, obviously, and I've actually got him partnered with Ezra Mam.
So I tossed and changed with this one.
Yeah.
I've gone Tom Dearden.
Yeah, okay, so it's going to be one or the other.
They're the two choices.
My thinking here is that there's the combination with Walsh, right? He's got the speed. He's in better form as a player. But I appreciate Dearden has, the Origin experience is probably next man up.
Yeah, Dearden's done it. Obviously, he has the experience. I think despite how bad the Cowboys have been this year, he has been quite good.
Yeah.
I think the Cowboys' issues is that he's been thrust into a leadership role and probably isn't ready for it yet.
Yeah.
But he won't have to think about that in this team.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've just gone Dearden on experience, and I know how Queensland pick. And I think both players will do an amazing job. I think Dearden's probably a bit more solid defensively than Ezra as well.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
New South Wales fullback.
Mm-hmm. Hooker, Blake Brayley.
Wow. I did not expect that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting.
Props, Jake Turbo and Payne Haas.
Yeah, they picked themselves.
Yeah, second row, Liam Martin, Hudson Young, and lock, Zaio.
Okay, I've gone Crichton, Martin, Yo.
Yeah.
I've gone Appy. It's 9.
Okay.
Just because...
Appy is Appy.
Appy is Appy, and he's the craftiest hooker in the game.
Yeah.
But I think you need to carry a second hooker on the bench.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's what you will do as well with Brayley.
Mm.
Just like Brayley does play 80 at club level,
but
Origin's different. Look, Brayley is fantastic, excellent service. Iron Man just doesn't miss games, tackles, anything. He's very solid. Obviously, and that combination with Nico will help as well.
Yeah, I don't think Madge will pick that. Now that I think, I think Madge will go with Uppy and Cam McInnes as Cam McInnes is the backup hooker that can play anywhere, because I know he's coached both of them. He has them both in high regard. He coached them both at different times at South, so I just think it's going to go that way. But yeah, so yeah.
All right. Queensland forward pack. I have gone with Cotter and Collins at my props.
Yeah.
Harry Grant at hooker.
Yeah.
I've gone with Felice Kafusi and David Fifita in my second row.
Okay.
And the future captain of Queensland and Australia in Patrick Carrigan at 13.
Yeah, I didn't have Felice Kafusi in my team, and now I'm kind of like, for some reason, I just thought he couldn't play. I don't know why I had that in my head. I actually picked Nanai.
Yeah, so like...
I don't know why. Is Kafusi not retired?
No, so Kafusi didn't get picked last year because he was suspended for 4 games and then came back with 1 game left, but then Nanai got picked over him.
Mm.
But for me, Nanai has not been good defensively this year and just has been not in good form.
Yeah.
And I think Kafusi just brings a stability that they might need this year.
Yeah.
So
See, I would have
stuck with Kafusi in the starting second row spot.
Yeah, fair enough. That makes more sense. Okay, well, I'm going to put Kafusi on my bench because I realised I just put Cotter twice.
Nice.
Oh, gosh. Okay, should we do the Queensland bench while we're here?
Yeah, Queensland bench.
I've gone Christian Welch, Felice Kafusi, Ben Hunt, and Mo Fotuaika.
Okay. I have gone Jeremiah Nanai.
Yeah.
I've gone Ben Hunt, obviously in the 14 jersey.
Yeah.
I've gone Mo Fotuaika, and I've gone Jermaine Hopp.
Yeah, so he's another one that's just sort of been around. You think very highly of him.
I do.
But I thought just a bit more experience with Welsh in that really winning environment too. He's been there before and done it, and I just think that, they're missing Tino. They're missing a bit of experience, and Welsh is kind of that man that can just sort of do it for them.
Fair enough. I don't disagree with that. Another player I thought of was Corey Jensen.
Yeah.
Who's been really good for the Broncos this year.
Yeah.
Just a toiler. He's nothing special.
Yeah.
He's going to make his hit-ups. He's going to make his tackles.
Is Mark Nichols a Queenslander? He's pushing Origin, surely.
I don't know.
I thought he was in career best form at South, but he's just, you want a toiler, he's your man.
He gave an all-time interview the other night. It was fantastic. Of his teeth hanging out.
Is that half of one tooth? Or?
No, he's missing 2 front teeth.
Yeah, okay. There we go.
Yeah, so New South Wales bench, quickly, before we sign off.
Yeah.
I have gone with Cam McInnes. Obviously, I had Connor Watson in there until the news this afternoon.
Yeah.
Despite having 2 small forwards, I think that their versatility, being able to play anywhere on the park, people go down, is really important in Origin. Hudson Young, Hamale Olakawatu, and 18th man was Zach Lomax.
Yeah, so I've got on the bench Cam McInnes, RCG, Uto Ikamanu, and Olakawatu. Just thought, just some weapons.
All right. We will be back next week. The Origin teams will be announced on Sunday or Monday morning. They are now.
Yeah. Queensland's a bit behind.
Yeah, standard. Queensland are actually going into this season, this series favourites, which is a bit of a change. So
yeah, but there'll be a virus on Thursday or something. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll leave it there.
Well done.
As always, please don't forget to rate, review, subscribe to the podcast. And signing off on Wednesday, man. How good is rugby league?
How good is rugby league?
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Michael.